AFTV Julian, I feel deflated after that. I think possibly our best performance this season at home. We were really good. The first half magnificent, and up until the sending off, up until the penalty, and then even beyond the penalty, we was playing well. But up until the sending off, I thought we dominated the game, and even after that, we was defending well and just couldn't quite get over the line at the end.
It's a different type of depression from when we went to City earlier in the season, and it's a shocking depression, whereas the first game we kind of got used to them losing. We didn't expect them to win, and it was a gradual, right, this is bad, it's getting worse. Whereas today, as you said, it was an absolutely fantastic performance. After the Everton game, I said it was two very poor teams. Today, I've seen one very, very good team and one world-class team, and the world-class team lost. Apart from one player, who I'm not going to say was terrible, but he wasn't world-class, which was Xhaka. For me, he just wasn't up to it.
He had a good game, I thought. He had a good game, I'm sorry. Why wasn't he up to it? He was excellent today. I thought the whole midfield, I thought Thomas Partey, brilliant in that midfield. Xhaka was really good. As a team, that team performance today was as good as anything you could see. They didn't give any time at all to City, at all on the ball. And so they must be gutted sitting in those change rooms that they haven't got out there with a win. Now, let's get straight to the point. The referee today, as you know, he's a more important factor in the game than the players. I mean, what did you make of the decisions?
Okay, there was a lot of points you just made, so I'll cover the Xhaka one first. I'm not saying Xhaka played badly. He played well. The rest of the team played world class, but where he wasn't up to it, he's a defensive midfielder that lacks pace. It's not his fault, he just isn't fast enough. He also doesn't know how to tackle. Now, it was a penalty. Now, you can blame the referee, but not for that penalty.
Okay, so they've got that penalty. That penalty's been told. He didn't give the penalty, let's remember that.
Yeah,
he's not given the penalty. They've now turned around and said there's a clear and obvious error. Go and look at the screen. A clear and obvious error. There's some people saying, yeah, maybe it's a penalty, he made a little bit, but they're saying go and look at the screen, there's a clear and obvious error. Why have they not done that on the one on Odegaard, where it looks to me like the keeper's gone straight through him?
Okay, right, the first one, clear and obvious error, it was a penalty for City, so it was a clear and obvious clear and obvious error. However, I absolutely agree with what Lee said. Theirs was a penalty. I haven't got an issue with that. I thought Xhaka gave him the opportunity. It was soft. He dived. He did cheat. In my view, that's cheating.
There's no diving on the Arsenal one. Forget that. So why have they not told him to go and check it?
Absolutely. There is no defence of why we didn't get a penalty as well. Now, something else you mentioned was the performance and how deflated we were. One thing I actually liked at the end
excuse me,
was the players' reaction at the final whistle looked like we'd lost the cup final. They're all lying on the ground. They were absolutely gutted. We can feel, we can have empathy for them. They can have empathy for us. We feel the same as they did. What I saw on the pitch at the end of that game was 10 players absolutely have given their all, and it just wasn't enough. Now, not through a lack of effort, not through a lack of skill, just things today didn't go for us. We talk about we had a penalty, they shouldn't have had a penalty. It was very, very fine margins. It didn't quite go for us today. But what we're all enthused about is that performance.
Team good enough to get in the top four for you. We're now into the new year now. Obviously we'll be decided by May. Arsenal, Tottenham, Man United, all those teams in the mix. Wolves. This team good enough to get into the top four when you look at those teams?
Well, for me, that's an obvious question. I've said we've been good enough for top four after the first three games. If we carry on playing like that, and let's face it, City are going to be champions. I know we don't want to say that, but they're so far clear now, they are going to be champions. They've got their 1.3 billion, we can look at all the reasons why they're going to be champions, but they are going to be champions. We were a better team than them, so I'm not setting our sights, all right, for this season, we're happy for top four. We carry on like that, with that team, with that style of play, top four will be a minimum. We will be competing to be champions with them lot.
This show is brought to you by Manscaped. Use the code AFTV for 20% off your order and free shipping at manscaped.com.